Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, yay. That trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. The mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. But you'll soon be finding out all of this for yourself. Which of Magnifique Gramarye's disciples pulled that trigger? Where did the vanishing defendant, Zach Gramarye, go? What dark truth lurks behind the forged diary page? And what about the girl who was left behind?
Yeah, who is that girl? Who knows who she is? Could be anyone.
I will tell you, I did notice when editing the video that in the flashback, when Shady visits the old man that got killed, whose name I literally just read but can't remember. Doesn't matter. Point is, old man alive, Shady talking to him, clown hole in head already.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if that's just a mistake or if that's actually a clue. The past left us these 4 keys to unlocking the truth.
Why we shot the clown and then they talked.
But it seemed to imply that he had just walked in the room or something. I can't remember now. We'd have to go back and review the video. But that's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well. And when all the questions have found their answers, the final trial will begin. But first, you must chase the truth through then and now.
Am I gonna be fucking time traveling?
Think of it as a game.
Yo, there's a game? Nah, this be a life. Phoenix!
I, Phoenix Wright, will be your guide through this game.
What is going on?
That terrible trial saw me present forged evidence.
Phoenix, why are we in cyberspace?
It ended half-finished when the defendant vanished. What became of me after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There's something I must tell you. As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. My Magatama.
Is he speaking straight to us?
What does it do, you ask?
Phoenix breaks the 4th wall.
That I would have you see for yourself. Well now,
What?
shall we begin? Use Eleanor to jump between the past and present. But let's begin 7 years ago, in the past. It is right after my last trial came to an abrupt end.
That's so cool.
Now that you know the game, let's play.
That's so weird. So I guess we gotta find something in each of these sections.
Okay, yes.
That's so weird. Alright, let's go to stuff.
The nightmare trial was over, and the new nightmare of figuring out what had happened had just begun. I wanted to wake up, to walk away, but I figured I'm the only one who could do this. Probably. And besides, I had plenty of time. Thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision. It's hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away. 7 years ago. Well, yeah, maybe you should do that. It'd be weird if
7
Phoenix
years.
was narrating it.
Visitors.
Then again, he was narrating the whole game just a minute ago.
What strange sight doth mine eyes behold?
Excuse me?
2 men on either side of a single transparent pane. Yet it seems fickle fate has switched sides, so to speak. The forger of fakes walks freely, while the innocent languishes within these plexiglass confines.
There's been no proof that I forged anything.
Nor proof that I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet these chains cannot hold me for long. The stage awaits. And what, may I ask, awaits you?
Little piano and a cold little hole in the wall.
But since you are here, what shall we discuss?
The shooting of Magnifique Gramarye, for one. Who pulled that trigger? Valent or his partner, Zach? His partner vanished before the answer could be found. If I'm going to get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start.
No, I don't. My tongue is bad to present. They took it. They took it. What am I supposed to present to everyone?
I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent.
Yes, he made my attorney's badge disappear, and he never even touched it.
Glory's spotlight always leaves someone weeping in the shadows. Yet his very disappearance is itself a revelation.
Revealing what?
Zach Gregory killed Magnafee. It's as good as a signed confession.
That's certainly been public opinion's take on it.
I grow tired of my cage, and the time of my release is near. I must go and prepare.
Planning on jumping back into the magic right away?
As long as an audience waits with bated breath, there will be balance. And also,
Yes?
now that my partner has disappeared, Magnafee's repertoire is mine. Valiant Gregory has a tradition to uphold.
Is that true?
Seen in this light, the trial was quite good to me, verdict or no. And you can't pay for that kind of publicity.
I'm blackmailing you.
The suspicion on you hasn't lifted entirely, Valance. After all, you received one of those letters, too. You were just as obligated to follow Magnafee's instructions as your partner.
So I was, but only Zach Gregory followed them. Let us not speak any more of who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished, the question is moot.
I'm more interested in learning something else, actually.
What might that be?
I want to know what Magnafee had up his sleeve. How did he coerce you and your partner to kill him?
The trick up his sleeve? Ha ha ha! Perhaps you do not know.
Know what?
A great magician never reveals his secrets.
Oh, that's a lot of psychotics.
I didn't think it would be that easy.
The audience must remain forever in the audience, bathing in the reflected glow of the spotlight.
My Magatama, one of my most prized possessions which I got during a certain case. It can show me the locks on people's hearts. And if I can unlock their hearts, they'll tell me their secrets. Magatama starts it all, and the Magatama ends it. Where was Maya during this trial?
Somewhere.
Yeah, obviously. I didn't think she just ceased to exist.
But I don't really have much right now.
Shoot him. Just pull out the gun and fucking shoot him.
Oh, I got.
Phoenix's raid rampage.
Can I find more stuff other places? Is this my movement? Can I carry evidence across places? 7 years ago, District Court, lobby number 2.
Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. I didn't want to have to remember that day.
I deeply regret having to declare verdict in this way. The trial's over.
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Zack?
there's one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty.
What are you talking about?
I am talking about this.
How did he vanish?
Mr. Enigmar. The defendant's escaped. Find him, quick. Sorry, I wasn't trying to shine in your eyes.
Bailiff, close all access from the building. On the double, he must not be allowed to escape.
When I came here on that fateful morning, I still had my badge. But now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching. Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate. Hey, you there, sir!
Down on the hands, floor on the head. Now, now, now.
That from Meekins?
What's the big idea? My ears.
Did you do his voice originally, or did I?
No, you did.
Oh. I forget what I did.
It was sort of like that. A sort of weird kind of.
Unauthorized personnel are allowed in here.
No, there's been all on it.
But that would mean all unauthorized personnel are allowed.
Zoink!
Zoink, Scoob.
I just say it like it is, sir, and it's usually wrong. Oh, now the precinct lost my fence, my gold, and even my wallet.
Not your girl. We've met before, haven't we? On a case. 2 years ago?
No recollection of that, sir.
Huh?
For me, working on a case is always in the present progressive tense, sir. There is no past, there's only now, sir.
Okay, you're the bailiff, right?
Yes, sir. Court bailiff Mike Meekins at your service, sir.
Is he always the bailiff? Anytime it's like bailiff, is it him?
Probably not.
Yeah, I've asked to meet with the bailiff at this court who let the magician escape.
Let me try and make this as absolutely clear as possible for you, sir. It was me, sir.
You were a regular police officer once, right? Oh, that's right, he was.
Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir.
Something tells me it's a long story. Let's not go there. So, you were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing?
I'm dying over here. Oh, it's a hard knock life, sir. For the precinct lost all my friends, my car, and even my wallet.
I want to hear you saying hard knock life in that voice now.
No.
Guess I wasn't the only victim.
It's a hard knock life for us. I don't want to talk to him.
The last time we met, you were a police officer, right? In fact, you're still wearing your uniform.
Sorry, I wish I didn't have to tell you this. But last year, tragedy struck a rising star at the precinct. I lost my case files 4 times in 3 days. They fired me.
It takes real talent, actually. They don't know what they're missing.
So here I am, sir. First off, from square one, a lowly bailiff.
But your uniform.
I took it with me as a souvenir the day I was fired.
That can't be legal. So, you were the one who let the magician get away that day?
I'm dying over here. A star fires among the court bailiffs full of hope. Then tragedy strikes.
Is there anything you can tell me about it? About Zach Gramaray's disappearance?
Oh, the humanity!
That's enough of that.
Why, yes, it says around 2 p.m. I heard a commotion in the court. Yeah. Over the door, see how it might be a mess. The door slams open, slamming some guy's face right there in front of me. Face!
So, you saw someone suspicious coming your way?
Yes, and I, being a bailiff, a little standing guy, gave chase. I took that soul cat all the way down the hall, sir.
I have a diagram of the court building here.
Is that the whole court building? One courtroom, 2 lobbies?
No, we know there's 2 different courtrooms, remember? Because at one point there
Yeah.
were 2 trials going on. That's when we met the judge's Canadian brother.
Ah, that's courtroom number 7. That's why I was so... holding myself near a friend to call my own.
Okay, and which way did Zach Gramaray run after bursting the courtroom door?
He went up like this and out the car like that. So I, with no delay, went after him with no delay. I turned the corner. I saw the magic man wander the defendant lobby. Swiftly I ran. Following him, I threw myself boldly into the room. Why, I remembered I used right here because it was lobby number 2, sir.
You ran into this room? I don't see any place to hide in here.
Believe it or not, sir, I didn't believe it. Here in this room, the magician gone fast like a puff of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke. He was just gone.
That's impossible.
Yes, that would. How many times I said that would? Even the sound of it caused me indescribable pain. I'm dying over here.
Okay, I won't say it again, I promise. But you have to admit it's difficult to vanish into thin air. Did you search the lobby?
I searched.
Why the pause?
There's nothing here at all, sir. That's right, nothing was here, sir.
How can you talk so loud and still be hiding something? So Zach was in this room when he vanished.
Absolutely, sir. I saw my own eyes. There was a silk hat, that flowing cape. He went right in here, but it's like this room.
Still Cat, Kate, and Zach, alright.
But sir, look at the room. There's not a single place to hide. Sir, there's nothing I do, but nothing, sir.
What about now?
Make my head hurt.
Have any ideas?
Sir, ideas about what exactly, sir? If you don't mind me asking.
You've had quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to disappear like that?
He's hiding on the couch right now. 2 more Cyclops.
Psyche locks. Should have known.
I have no evidence for anything. I'm just supposed to talk. Can I get some evidence? Anything to examine here? The plant?
You know, I think this was the lobby I used for my very first case. This plant has seen me grow from a rookie to an ace to a has-been. I hate you, plant. I'm just kidding.
Imagine if Zach was standing behind the plant. He's in the case, just standing there like, shh, don't blow my cover.
Oh, that should be the thumbnail. Should Photoshop him behind that. Where could he be?
He's vanished.
Where could Shady be?
3D Magtama. The disappearing trick. The disappearing trick. The disappearing trick.
Okay, Mr. Meekins. What do you know? Spit it out.
Hey! What's with the atmosphere now all of a sudden?
You know something, and I'm going to find out what. Zach Gramray vanished from this room. How did he do it?
How, sir? Well, sir, I can't say as I saw.
Why are you so nervous if you aren't hiding something?
Well, sir, you see, at the time, sir, I was saying, listen, it was impossible. What could such a little gold possibly do anyway?
What did you just say?
Sir, did I say something, sir?
No, you just screamed it through that megaphone of yours. There was someone else in the room, wasn't there?
Sir, I'm going to have to invoke my right to remain in a state of not talking.
It's okay, Meekins. You don't have to tell me who Zach's accomplice was. I know who was here in the room that day.
Enigma. Sir, I've never seen that girl until just the other day.
Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it.
Sir, sir, that day she was here in the room, sir. But he wasn't.
You mean you chased her into this room, not him?
Sir, my days as a police officer, literally days, I learned a thing or two. Okay, just one thing. But who's sound not to mistake a girl for some tall magician?
7
Or the
feet.
Mr. Hat.
Zach isn't that tall, is he?
Or the Mr. Hat.
You have a point. I find it hard to imagine that anyone would mistake a little girl for Zach Gramray. But you saw something. And therein lies the trick. I think you know what it was, Mr. Meekins. Tell me, does this trick look familiar?
Do I have Mr. Hat? This looked familiar. Pulls out gun.
Yeah, really.
Can I open up the diary? God wants it fixing her.
Like, Phoenix hasn't even seen Mr. Hat at this point. Has he? I don't know how many days it's been. Do you have... Is Mr. Hat just a person you can present?
Don't read that dialogue.
Like it. I mean, I don't think this is like current dialogue. I think you would get this
Fine.
anytime you open this. So no, I wasn't planning on it.
Oh, he's got no details in that. I can't go to people. I have 2 lives.
Yeah, you I guess you gotta collect more and come back.
Well, I guess I'm leaving. Goodbye.
I don't have enough evidence to pull this off right now. Maybe it's time to do a little more legwork.
I'm going to my law offices. Is Trucy in here? 7 years ago, Wright and Co. law offices.
Good morning, Daddy.
Oh, I'm
Wasn't
so
John doing this?
glad you... Yeah, and then I took it over. Now you completed the
Oh,
circle.
you took it over?
Well, you haven't completed the circle. You completed the triangle.
You okay, Daddy? Is he picking on you?
I'm fine, as always. This old boy is here to help me, after all. This young man to you. Good morning. It's a cute little outfit you have on.
Thanks. My first show today, after all.
2 weeks have passed since then. So now we know it's been 2 weeks. I called her into my office. Trucy, there's something we need to talk about. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. I did some calling around. This is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. It wasn't that hard to say, I just said it. So anyway.
yeah. All your family is dead.
I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while. Just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long.
7 years later.
I hope. Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you can go wherever you'd like. I hear Poughkeepsie's is nice this time of year. I could look up some places you might like to stay. It's just so weird.
Mr. Attorney, Dad told me about you. He said I could trust you.
Huh? Really?
So if I stay here, that mean you'll be my family?
Uh-huh. I guess so. Getting weirder.
Mr. Attorney?
Actually, why don't you call me Nick? Or you can call me...
Look over here.
Or you can
Look
call...
over your hesitation.
Or you can call me Daddy if you'd like. It doesn't have to be today or anything.
Okay. Say, Daddy?
That was quick.
If I move here, I have to switch schools, right? I was thinking, I haven't paid for lunch at my last school for a year. So thanks, Daddy. Oh, in this office, it's a little blah. A little color goes a long way, you know. And Daddy, you got fired from work, right? Don't you worry one bit, I'll work twice as hard. We'll make it through this.
Trucy, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 8. But don't let appearances deceive you. I'm a young professional. Stick with me and you'll do just fine, Daddy.
Thanks. Why does it feel like she's already in charge? Why does this feel like the beginning of a sitcom?
So, Daddy, you got fired from being a lawyer, right?
You could at least kind of look aside or something when you say that. It's actually kind of hard for me, for Daddy.
I'm sorry, Daddy. Wait, is that foolish pride? My other day, I always used to talk about that.
Actually, that's pretty accurate.
So, here's my idea. We'll make a new office. Law just seems so stiff, doesn't it? And no one will be my friend at schools that way.
Well, that won't do, I guess.
I can't be a law officer without a lawyer.
I just don't know much about anything other than law. Not even much about law, if you were to ask some people.
Maybe the problem is calling it an office. We should want an agency instead.
You mean, like a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent?
No one here has talent.
You got me, don't ya? I'm a professional.
A professional?
Yep. After all, I am directly descended from the famous Zach Ramery.
directly descended? He's your father?
Oh, and I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix Wright, too.
I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego.
Daddy.
Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy, or Zach Grameray?
Daddy? Sure thing, Daddy.
Which daddy was that again?
Daddy's so amazing. The biggest star of the Troop Grammy, and the big.
The Gramerays. They were on television a lot. I haven't seen them on much recently, I couldn't think of it.
Big magic happened when you put Zach and Val and Grammy together, you know. Once they made a giant waterfall right there on stage. And this giant
Giant tramp? This slutty bitch swam right up the waterfall. Come to think of it, she had a lot of daddies too. I broke Gabby.
and this giant trout swam up the giant waterfall.
Let me guess, there was a giant fisherman waiting for him at the top?
I wish I could have seen more of Daddy's magic.
I shouldn't have brought it up so soon.
I wonder what happened to me with Dad and Mommy both gone.
Mommy? Yeah, what about Mommy? I haven't heard anything about Trusie's mother.
But I have my magic, and a great daddy, even if he is unemployed. You know, I think things are going to be okay.
I wonder if she'll talk about her mother.
I meant to go with Mommy, but okay.
So, Trucy, we'll get back to your mother in a minute. You say you're a professional?
Yes, it's like that thing they say. Baby frogs grow up to be frogs.
They say that?
I always thought it was funny, though.
What was?
Aren't baby frogs called tadpoles? Maybe they thought it'd be easier to understand that way for kids. How stupid.
Right, so, in conclusion, you're a professional magician, Trucy.
That's right. Well, want to see a trick?
You're going to do a magic trick? Actually, I would like to see your trick. The future of the agency depends on it, after all.
That's the spirit. The spirit of justice. Ace of 26. Ready? Here goes. Ta-da! Hey, folks, it's Mr. Hat. I gotta say, it's good to be seen.
Yeah! Whoa, that was startling.
The amazing Mr. Hat, isn't he great? Your friendly neighborhood, Mr. Hat, at your service.
He certainly makes an impression.
Doesn't he? I'm so glad you like him, Daddy. Though my routine do get a bit heady at times. Ha, get it heady.
Friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack.
Amazing Mr. Hat. I'm gonna time travel now. Actually, let's talk about Mommy first, then I'll time travel.
Could you tell me about your mommy, if it's okay?
Mama is so pretty. She was like an angel up on stage.
On stage, you mean with your daddy?
Yep. She was always there with Zach and Valance, smiling. Then she went away.
Went away?
Went away?
It was a grand illusion, but she made a mistake. She vanished, and I guess she didn't know how to get back.
Maybe so.
I cried then a lot. That's when Daddy gave me this. Here.
It's a locket. It's a mommy.
This is your mother? She's beautiful.
Her name's Thalassa Grammar.
Poor girl. I didn't know her mommy had gone missing. And now her daddy's vanished too, right before her eyes.
Hey, Daddy, you won't.
Don't worry, I won't vanish, I promise.
Right, you can't even do magic. You're like a backup plan. Daddy always said to have a backup plan.
I guess all I rate is as a backup plan. I think that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much all at once like that.
It's okay. After all, we're family. I just hope you're ready. The Wright Talent Agency opens tomorrow.
Well, what? Are we representing anyone?
Me and you. That makes two, Daddy.
I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, you may be a magician, but I'm no talent.
Well, I'm sure there's something you're good at.
Well, when you put it that way.
You don't have any tricks? No old standbys? This will not do. A boy should always have a trick or two in his pocket.
Okay, I'll think of something.
I'll go gambling.
That's the spirit. See
Let's
you
go
by now
gambling.
tomorrow day.
Let's go gambling. Welcome to the team, Daddy-o.
The team? Right. Sometimes when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling Trucy, she was my light.
Alright, Ryan Code Officer's done. I can go back to defend lobby number 2 with Mr. Hat and go, bam, I just time traveled. Here's a Mr. Hat. You ever time travel? Where the frick? I go talk. That's where I go.
It's bear Jake. Hey, this bear, let's see. Hey, who, a fool, shabu, Fousey. Abadoo, shabu,
Mr. Hat.
What's that?
Is that a song? That girl's favorite trick, the amazing Mr. Hat. She used it in her show down at the Wonder Bar. Have you been to the Wonder Bar?
So, it wasn't a walking dream, was it, sir?
Waking.
Shut up.
Come again?
That night on stage I saw a vision, except it wasn't a vision. It was a hat. An amazing Mr. Hat, he really exists. The vanishing trick. I remember it clearly, though the details are a little vague. Zach grabbed me exiting the courtroom. I gave chase and corner in the corner room, sir. Zach grabbed me, don't think you can escape Meekins. Down on your hands, floor on your head. Hello?
Something mad, mister?
What? No, that is. So I'm going chasing a suspect, sir. Zach Grammy, do you know him?
I love Zach Grammy. His magic is the best. I'm his biggest fan.
I see. That's why you're wearing that costume you're wearing. Anyway, that face named Zach Grammy came in this room.
But no one's been in here except me.
Oh, he has to be somewhere. On the sofa, in the trash can, behind the painting, under the rug. Oh, damn, a pint plant. He's been there that whole time.
So, Trucy was his accomplice. That's you, Meekins.
Imagine my astonished surprise when 1 week later, I just happened to walk into a bar and see him.
Mr. Hat.
I couldn't believe my own eyes. For a while, I thought it had all been a long dream. Oh, Zero Blood exercise me dazzle. Look at that.
A dream that lasted a week.
But wasn't the magician who disappeared? It was Mr. Hat.
Oh, that was you.
Yes, it was me.
Though it seems complex, what really happened that day was quite simple. You were standing by the door and out came Zach. But that wasn't all. Another person got in on the act, as if she was standing in front of lobby number 2,
Mini hat.
along with Mr. Hat.
And that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
So, while you were standing in shock and amazement, the magician rounds the corner, and most likely runs through the closest door in the lobby number 1. This is where you come in. You turn the corner in rather lukewarm pursuit. And at that very moment, Trucy runs into lobby number 2. Then all she has to do is tuck away the amazing Mr. Hat.
So I lost sight of him for the briefest of moments. Then I saw that cape, Zach Weber's red cape, flowing like a cape. Astounding, sir. All my days of posing queries and making inquiries and chasing queries wasted. As if I could see them melting away like an ice cream cone left by the side of the road to die. The scout remains of a Meslian chocolate buffet.
Such sweet sorrows. I'm sorry. I had no idea how much you'd suffer on account of this case.
It's an honor, sir. I've apologized to people many, many times, sometimes more than once. This is the first time anyone's ever apologized to me.
Actually, about that girl. I'm sort of her guardian now.
Is that so? So you should know that I harbor no ill feelings whatsoever in my harbor.
Okay.
I let the affair escape, that's the stone cold truth. So those time I from the singing blues to bang the blues. Some days I'll be standing side by side with the great detective Gumshoe.
Mr. Meekins, this is a free ticket to the show at the Wonder Bar. If you want.
It's an honor, sir. So I can't count the number of things I had taken from me, sir. But no one's ever given me anything for free. Right, I'll see you in court next time then, sir.
I look forward to it.
I'm fading away.
All eyes were on Zach Grammer that day in court until his mysterious disappearance. Now part of the mystery has been revealed, but the magician remained out of sight. It would be 7 years before I met him again.
No, I don't want to go at present. All the basketball club is open in present. Could go there, but I'm going to look at Blue Studio. "7 years ago, Drew Studio. This place sucks."
Oh, God. Is this the guy?
Probably.
I don't exactly remember how I did his voice. I'm sorry. I figured you'd come here sooner or later. I decided on sooner. Drew Measham, was it?
I haven't done anything illegal.
And I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions.
I suppose you have that right. You may notice my voice is different than when I was on the stand. That day, the entire court descended into chaos. Only you stood still, your eyes calmly watching. Dropping your phone.
That's a Joy-Con.
Or the other Joy-Con, I wasn't sure at that distance what it was. I admit it made quite an impression on me.
I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations.
Feeling's right, was it? I'll answer what I can.
Not sure, but feels like I'm being watched intensely.
Can I add audio on my phone?
I think somebody's listening in, watching something on their phone while they watch me.
I didn't mean. My bad. Oh, it's her.
Oh, Vera, shut the fuck up. Don't say a fucking word. I don't remember your voice either, and I definitely don't want to do a younger version of it.
is my daughter. Ver, don't say hello.
Don't say hello.
Good girl.
Yeah, she gone.
Shall we begin then? No, we shan't. Goodbye.
Judging from this place, you're a painter?
Not, sadly, a profitable one. I've never sold a painting. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. I would be able to get by were it only me.
Your daughter.
Her mother grew weary of me and left. I don't want her to grow up needy, Mr. Wright. That is why I began my other occupation.
Forgeries.
Forgeries, the forgeries.
Don't look at me with those eyes. I know what it is that I do. More than half of the paintings they bring me are stolen. And who knows what my copies are used for?
But some of your works aren't paintings, correct?
You don't believe me when I tell you this, but that was my first work outside of painting.
Hmm?
To think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. I never even imagined the possibility.
Then why did you take the job?
I was well paid, very well paid.
I think he feels worse about it than I do. The past is hard to escape.
Honestly, the sooner I can put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course.
Sorry, but it's not going to be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he made. Looks like I'll have to remind him.
Mine were made? Alright, God.
Your work. Don't try to pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy, but that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know. And you have to tell me.
I knew it would be difficult to escape this.
Then let's talk. Well then, ready to tell me about this work you did?
It was unlike anything I had attempted before.
I guess it would be a little different from paintings.
That is not what I mean. In all my previous work, it sufficed to create a copy.
This wasn't a copy?
The client gave me two things that day. The first was a sample page as a reference. The second, a printed document I can only surmise was written by my client.
So you used the real writing as reference to reproduce what the client wrote.
Yes, as I said, it was my first job of that nature.
So, who's your client?
As I said in court, I do not know.
Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester.
I never met them, not personally. I have Psyche logs, bitch!
Psyche lock, of course. It seems like you're still hiding something. Something about this work.
Psyche logs, bitch! Not talking about anything for this, honestly. You're hiding something.
Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Misham?
I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I never met the client.
True, when I asked the client's name, there were no Psyche locks in sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense.
Why are you doing this to me?
Well, I have made my stand. No backing down now. So what's Misham hiding?
Oh, he's definitely hiding the forge, though. We know that much.
True.
And potentially the sample. I doubt he actually met the client, because...
Yeah, Phoenix even just said as much that he believes he didn't know the...
Yeah. So what do you think, forge or sample?
Let's go after the sample.
Yes, it was a reference. Why should I hide that?
Huh?
After the trial, I submitted everything to the court.
Huh?
My work, sample page, everything. I can give you the directions to the court if you'd like.
That's fine. I know where the court is.
Okay, so yeah, that's the forger.
Unless you were just trying to get me to leave.
Oh, sorry, I can sometimes be a little blunt.
Well,
A forger.
I can pretty much piece together what it is from what you said.
Well, what is it then? You told me what you know about...
Oh, you told me what you know about the client. And I couldn't see any psyche locks.
Psycholocks. Is that some sort of asylum security or a new hairstyle, perhaps?
Why does everyone think it's Psycho?
But then they did show up, didn't they? Who was your client?
That was 5 seconds ago.
As I said in court, I do not know.
Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester.
I never met them. Not personally.
Not personally. Those words triggered the psyche lock.
Again with the psycholocks. Now I really must know what they are.
So you didn't meet with the client, but someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind this evidence?
Perhaps I'm hung up on this lock business. But I'm afraid you've lost me.
Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about psyche locks. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there.
And your conclusion is?
The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Measham.
Poppycock! I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you. Made it here in my studio. Who else could it have been but me?
That's the real question, isn't it? If the forger wasn't you, then I don't have many other people to choose from. The real forger at Drew's studio is Mr. Hat.
Val Measham. We already know this.
The real forger is your daughter, Vera Measham, isn't it?
Ridiculous. My daughter's only 12 years old, Mr. Wright. I've always been more one for landscapes, not surrealism.
Nice comeback, but you're shaking in your boots. I've got you now. The only two people with access to the studio are you and your daughter. The psyche locks tells me you're not a forger, which makes your daughter the only possible. Why am I saying this like he's thinking it?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I feel very much on the verge of going psycho-lock myself.
Easy.
Unlock successful.
I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page was my daughter, Vera, not I. She's only 12. A genius, you might call her.
A precocious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently.
I let her play in the studio and she watched me. She taught herself in that way. The drafting tools and analytical devices I bought when they became necessary. They're my little girl's playthings now.
Do I detect a bit of fatherly pride? So, Vera was the one who made this page. Would she know who the client was then?
Actually, the client came once. Here to the studio.
What? Why didn't you say so sooner?
But their face was covered and they did not want to talk to me.
So they talked to your daughter.
I will speak only with the artist, the client told me.
And that little girl is the key to our mystery client's true identity.
Don't make sure I again.
Okay, what do I do now? Maybe I should talk to her father a bit more. Or was it time to turn my attention to Vera?
Let's talk about...
Mr. Measham, I have a request.
Let me guess, you could this be with my daughter?
Can I?
My daughter has never been one to talk to strangers. She's quite shy, extremely so, actually. With only one exception.
Which was?
Oddly enough, it was that client. I left the studio while they talked. I returned when they had finished, and she was laughing. It was the first time I'd seen anything of the sort.
Please, let me speak with her.
All right.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, this could be tough.
If I could throw my attorney's badge at her, but I don't have it.
Vera, was it? I would like to have a friendly chat. I'm Phoenix Wright, ex-lawyer, and pianist. I'm still looking for the keys that say do, re, mi. Can't find them anywhere.
Huh.
I'm not good at this. Need something to get rid of this girl. Vera, was it? Would you like to have a friendly chat?
That's the same thing.
I'm saying the same thing over and over.
How do I present someone to her? How do I present to her? Want to look at your forgery? No, you don't.
I need something to grab her attention, but what?
I don't know, you want Mr. Hat? Ooh, the amazing Mr. Hat. I don't know. Let's get the bull stuff at her. Everything I have. I might have to go somewhere else. I don't think any of this is doing anything. Alright, I'll be back. I'm going to the future, I guess. Bye. I think I'll wrap it up there. We'll go to the future next time. Thanks for this episode, Gabby the Game Night. Like, go check out base. I'm Multiple
Gabby, we gotta go back! Back to the future!
Good night.
Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, yay! Come on and watch her play. New games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.